Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. On hashtag Transformation Tuesday, we would love to have a conversation about transforming the patient experience, to have a better patient outcome, to prepare and thrive during surgery, recovery. Thank you for being with us.
Well, we're glad to be here. It's a very important topic. There's a lot of people suffering from chronic pain, and right now, people are looking for solutions. I brought my solution with me. And we're going to talk about how to get better. People just don't know how to get better.
So what was your personal journey?
Car crash, years of epidurals, chiropractic, all kinds of strategies to get feeling better, and nothing worked. I finally made the commitment to go see a spine surgeon and realized that that was the only way to fix the problem.
Wow.
So were you trying to mask the pain on a daily basis?
Well, everybody wants to avoid a spine surgeon. It's kind of like, you really don't want to do that. So, you try the epidurals, you try the cortisone shots, you try the Aleve, you try, yoga,
everything
you try
to get
chiropractic, anything you can do to avoid him. You really don't want to do the whole surgery deal. And what you find out is that some people just need to get surgery. You need to correct the structural problem in your back, or you'll never be out of pain.
Wow.
Dr. Sanjay, I'm very curious, at what point does a patient realize that surgery is the best and maybe only option?
So the majority of people that I see don't need surgery, just to be clear. But there are a subset of patients who are so disabled or in some severe instances neurologically compromised. In other words, they're actively getting paralyzed. That's a pretty clear sign that they need emergent surgery. Harvey was in that, some of the latter category. He'd waited for a long time.
Yeah, I was pretty determined not to go to surgery, but you find out that you really have to do that. Then the problem is, once the surgery's over, how do you get better?
Right.
There is no book on how to get better.
Until now.
Well, yeah, until now. The Optimized Patient, I wrote that after interviewing, 6 spine patients. We did 4 neurosurgeons. We did 2 physical therapists, chiropractor, and a nutritionist, to his point. How do you get better? I mean, what is the methodology for recovery? And there's no book on it. So after 7 years of bumping along through 3 surgeries, I finally put all of the things that I learned in a book so that people can read it and get properly prepared and then properly recover.
So, Harvey, how can this book help a patient's outcome?
Several ways. There's a prehab in terms of conditioning. I learned from an aquatherapist that you can walk back and forth in a swimming pool for an hour in chest-high water 3 times a week for a month, and that unloading of your spine in the water and the effort of walking back and forth in the water, which creates resistance, will strengthen your core and unload your back. And if your back still hurts after a month, you need to see a spine surgeon. If it doesn't, you just had muscle pain.
Wow.
And I mean, people don't know how to do that. I've never heard that before, and it took me 7 years to find it out. Our joke is like everybody, nobody knows everything, but everybody knows something. And you can spend a lifetime meeting everybody. So what we did is the everybody's that we met, including Bill Walton, the NBA superstar who wrote the foreword to the book, and Nate Quarry, who's an MMA fighter who wrote the afterword. These are major athletes who went through gigantic surgeries who went back and had like full lives. So you can get better. Spine surgery is a scary thing, but you can get better if you know how.
Wow. Fantastic.
But this is, so you said prehab, so things afterwards, because I know my mother just had spinal surgery and she's struggling. And she called me the other day, 911, we might go to the hospital because of the medication.
Yeah.
And no doctor is helping her, come down in a way. She said, I'm just stop. Well, her body went completely out of whack. And at that point, it's, stroke time. And so she's really in fear of how to start getting control back of this pain that you have after, and then getting off this medication.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a very delicate balance. When you sprain an ankle, it hurts for a couple, 3 days. But after 5, 6, 7 days, a little aspirin will do it. Same is true with surgery. After 7 days, it's like, okay, you can go to like over-the-counter stuff and come off of the opioids, but you have to be very careful about how you step down the opioids, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, until you're comfortable and you can get enough rest. And then it's the balance between rest and nutrition, activity, and most importantly, mindset. And I'd love to have Dr. Khurana talk about that a little bit. The mindset of understanding what patients will succeed and what patients may not.
I think to Harvey's point, it's pretty well detailed in his book. Patient attitudes, obviously a very key component to getting better. If you're not motivated to get better as a patient, it's really hard to force you to get better even with a perfect surgery. The book also, I think, conceptualizes the importance of a team. As a surgeon, I'm one part of that machine. I'm a big cog in that machine. But by any measure, it requires many people. It requires physical therapists. It requires a family around you, a support team. It requires nutritionists. It requires just a number of a kind of a community around you to build up that wellness reserve to get you better. And I think it's very well articulated in this book.
Yeah, because there's a balance between rest and activity.
Yeah.
You have to use the drugs to get comfortable so you can sleep, so you can heal. But you have to have activity so you get blood flow and get oxygenated and get, the wounds healed. So it's a really very intricate dance of recovering from major surgery. And I don't know about you, but I missed, trauma recovery 401 when I was in school. There was no class on that.
Yeah.
And I was unable to find a book. And just by dumb luck and bumping into the right people, there it is, The Optimized Patient. It's all right there. Oh, by the way, we have a free download of the chapter. If you go to the website, theoptimizedpatient.com, first chapter of the book is free. We want everyone that's in pain and having problems to get on board and let's help you.
Just
Thank
fantastic.
you for sharing that.
What's your life like now, day-to-day existence?
Oh, my life's just a dream. Every day is just a miracle that I'm just here having a good time. Well, I'm remarkably recovered. I mean, I traded the temporary pain of surgery for the lifelong pain of chronic, spine problems, thanks to him and all that beautiful hardware they put in my back.
Well, thank you so much. Please tell everyone where they can get the book and find you.
Theoptimizedpatient.com. And you'll find it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
I need a signed copy for my mom.
Yeah.
I have your mom call me directly. And there's a chat with Harvey. If they want to talk to me directly, they can through the website.
Love that.
great.
Where can you find you, doctor?
I am in private practice in Marina Del Rey. My group is called LA Spine Group. We do spine surgery, but we also take care of many non-surgical candidates.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more on Good Morning La La Land.